I was just reading on some stuff, I just short stuff. So I was just kind of like trying to read about shit that I deal with and I struggle with, and it was about like ADHD, and I don't know. I fucking was reading about it, and I was like, it's like a mixture of high IQ. I might be smart, motherfucker. I might be smart. It's a high IQ and ADHD. You know what I mean? So I was just kind of like reading about it, but I'd be like, hey, I might be smart, and now, but really though, like, um, just I guess just reading about it, see what fits, in me and what doesn't, because I think through this process, because sometimes I got a lot of thoughts, ideas, a lot of energy, you know what I mean, and it's like it's a journey, I think, like, trying to figure out um what fits, like with medication, what fits, like, a lot of times I don't really even want to try anything too much, you know what I mean, because I do believe that God doesn't make mistakes, he makes us just as we're supposed to be. And to be honest, I'm more towards the fact I'm more going towards the natural route, especially because I'm sensitive to anything nowadays, and especially because I've put my body through some stuff, when it came to my own struggles with addiction, and just trying to figure it out. The good thing is that we got books um, that make it simple for a complicated person like myself, um, to be able to focus on self, because I know that my struggle is self, you know what I mean? Looking in the mirror and realizing um, where I am, where I want to be, what I'm grateful for today, you know what I mean? Thank God we only got 24 hours, and every day is a journey. Every day is an investigation of self, um, looking in the soul mirror and focusing on self, you know what I mean? Because I know the only thing that I can control is self, you know what I mean? How I react to self, back to self. Everything's back to self, because everything comes from within. Even attacks that I feel come from outside, I have to be able to be smart enough, because the hardest thing is not being intellectually smart. Man, that shit, what, you know what I mean? But really a growth of my feelings, and realizing that the hardest part is dealing with that, you know what I mean? Feelings and facts, and all that, the spiritual maturity of myself, you know what I mean? Because that's a work every day, you know what I mean? And that's great, you know what I mean? I was talking to my boyfriend, I was like, I think when I arrive is gonna be the day when I'm quiet and we're on the rocking chair, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, I arrived, you know what I mean? Um, thank God that that's a little ahead. It's not tomorrow, you know what I mean? Because I'm still investigating self. So I guess I make the video for motivation of self, in hopes that other people that struggle with self, mental health, whatever you struggle with, because I think I've been through all the mental health that could be thrown at me, but um I see mental health as a crown, another crown, you know what I mean? Another discovery, another battle won. And obviously, glory to God, you know what I mean? Because he doesn't make fucking mistakes, you know what I mean? And he doesn't leave you where he starts you, he doesn't leave you there. It's always a journey, it's always an investigation. I think that's why Inspector Gadget was my favorite cartoon ever. So I'm fucking Inspector Gadget of self. And the beautiful thing is, God knows that I'm a work in progress, but he knows what a beautiful heart I have. And you know what? That's the only opinion I count today. Is God's opinion. But I love you guys. Thank you.